My foundation shade has had me looking like Donald Trump this entire time that I have been wearing this particular shade, and nobody has ever told me. Oh dear. So, I've been absent from YouTube a little bit. Kind of back and forth. I've been here, and then I've not been here, and then it's just uploads have been kind of spotty lately. When 2018 happened, I was so excited to get more content out. I even wanted to upload 3 times a week. I wanted to upload 2 regular videos, and then I had the Get to the Point series that was gonna be like my 3rd upload of the week, and to be honest, I might be scrapping that entirely because it doesn't seem to be doing that well in terms of engagement. The views are there, but like getting the questions from audience, it's kind of, and basically things started falling off a little bit the second half of March because April was a busy week. I had 2 major presentations to do in a different language in the same week. One was a 15-minute presentation and one was an hour plus an hour social. And in the second half of March, I was just like, I need to focus on these 2 things because these are 2 speaking gigs, one that I'm being paid for and one that I'm not, but still it doesn't matter. It was still something that was important. Maybe the paid one a little more so, because if I don't do a good job, why would they pay me, right? Yeah. So I put a lot of focus on that, and I was just kind of like, okay, I need to cool it down with YouTube for just a little bit. Well, actually, when I would get back from DC and after I would be done with Greensboro, my work there, I would have a week until playlist. And I wasn't going to do anything with my playlist workshop until after I finished my 2 presentations at Gallaudet and at Greensboro because there wasn't enough time. But here's what happened after I got back from DC. I got sick. And not just your average cold that I probably wouldn't be able to do any speaking videos, but I would try to come up with ideas that I could translate from English to ASL and then make videos on those. It was not that kind of average cold. I had no energy. I had bronchitis that was just painful. It had me throwing up, and it was a terrible week, and I still ended up going to playlist. Why did I do that? I don't understand why I did that, because going on that plane to Florida hurt so much, and I did nothing in Orlando at playlist except for be in my hotel room in bed the whole weekend. And the night before my workshop, I canceled it. Because 1, I didn't finish the workshop, I barely started on it, and two, I just wasn't going to be able to go up there. I wasn't going to be able to get out of bed, get on a golf cart, and actually go over there because I was too busy not being able to breathe, having literally no energy. I was just falling asleep whenever, and I couldn't talk, and I wasn't going to sign either because I couldn't think. Plus, I would be spending every 2 seconds either coughing or vomiting. Basically, vomiting because of the coughing. And then when I got back from Florida, I went to the doctor, and, I was starting to get a little bit better because I had an antibiotic. And then as far as the cold went, I was just taking regular cold medicine. And once that was finally done with, I was like, I'm gonna start doing some filming. And my boyfriend, who, by the way, I'm with somebody new, just so you know, he came down here from Jersey, and he was going to spend 4 days with me. And I thought, okay, I'm going to film like 6 videos so that I have 3 uploads for the week, and then some extra for the next week so I didn't have to rush any uploads. Yeah, that didn't happen because my bronchitis was still hanging on. But also, I'm someone who is tired all of the time. It's like part of it was depression. I mean, I had another depression. I've had a depression episode going on for a little while now. That's been acting up. But also, I'm like chronically fatigued, if you will. I'm just tired all of the time. Like, I just have no energy. So when I would get ready and want to go do something, it just wasn't going to happen. I didn't want to get ready, and I didn't want to actually film and all of that. So then Will is here, and then Will goes. That's his name, if you couldn't figure that out. And then he goes, and then I'm like, okay, so I'm going to film. I was going to film this past weekend, but you know what happened? Migraine. Right after everything else, I had a migraine, so I wasn't uploading for another 2 weeks, and I missed this past Monday, and now I'm finally here on a Tuesday, recording with makeup that doesn't match me. So the reality is, I've been sick and tired all the time. And I'm sick and tired of always being tired. I'm still kind of sick. I'm still a little bit nasally. And it's just, I feel like it's not going to end right now. There's also stuff like the lack of motivation, which is a common occurrence. That kind of, the depression is making me less motivated and makes me feel like it's not worth continuing YouTube because it's not, I can't even say that it's not going where I want it to go. Well, I guess not really, because I have these visions and they're not matching up. But my numbers are doing pretty decently for someone who hasn't even uploaded, which is very strange. But like, it's been difficult to think of topics to talk about, which is funny to say because I have topics all over in my phone, but trying to put words in a video is what's so hard. But to make up for the lack of YouTube content, I'm still streaming on Twitch pretty regularly from Sunday through Friday, sometimes on Saturday if I'm not filming, because why not? I have nothing else to do. I've kind of been losing my motivation with Twitch, because May has been kind of a bad month for me for Twitch, and that's kind of put me down. But I'm new on Twitch. I'm not gonna expect, I can't expect magical numbers so fast. By the way, you should follow me on Twitch. I need to bring some of my YouTube viewers and subscribers over to Twitch. So if you like video games, it's just me chatting. Here you go. I sim comment it. I try to sim comment it, and we got a fantastic mod that transcribes as much as it can. So it's a stream that is as accessible as I can make it possible. Was that grammatically correct? But yeah, I'm finally being able to film, I don't know, yesterday I was like, okay, I'm gonna exfoliate my face, I'm going to do a nice face mask that's gonna get all the crap out of my face, and then I'm gonna do a sheet mask to moisturize my face, because it's taken a beating from being sick for so long. I'm gonna wash my hair, and then I'm gonna use my new makeup, because I bought some new makeup, and, here I am, and then you know what else? Is it a tropical storm? It's a subtropical storm? Whatever. Alberto, man, has been making its way uptown, and is making the weather like crap, except now it's sunny, but literally 15 minutes ago, there was a downpour, but now it's sunny. Yeah, that's kind of just where I've been lately. I've been wanting to do all this content, and then when it gets to doing the content, something happens. Whether it's mental, physical, this. But now I'm definitely trying to get back into it. For real. And I'm trying hard. And, my mood is a little bit better right now. And I'm not booked for anything until October, which, by the way, RikkiPoynter.com, I have a booking form. If you would like to invite me to your school or something for a little presentation, you can hire me over there. Just plugging that in. I need work, too. With nothing going on between now and October, and then nothing going on after October, I have time to focus on YouTube again, and also on Twitch, which everybody asks, why is your computer backwards? Because the cords won't go around. Or they could, but they won't fit, so that's why it looks like this. That's where I've been at with YouTube. I just kind of wanted to ramble on about what was going on, because it's been kind of put me down, because I feel like I'm not been doing enough. Now, before you go, if you would like to support my content, I do have a Patreon page, which I will have over here, and I will also have it linked down below in the description box and in the pinned comment below, and I will see you later. Bye.